Carlos Sanchez. I'm Director of Operational Technology for Fortinet. Been with the company for about 7 years, but in the business about 36 years, so I can be kind of carbon dated now. So if I haven't seen it, I don't think it exists. Anyway, Fortinet as a company, we've been in business for about 20 years. And we started our lives in this business as a network security company. Fundamentally, that's what we are. However, we have a deep interest in OT, which we have taken the technology that we have accumulated and learned during those 20 years and moved that technology and adapted it to the needs of the OT market. What does that mean in terms of the needs of the OT market? I guess all the vendors that you see here, or you hear here, we'll talk about visibility. We'll talk about asset identification. They will talk about all that. The one thing that we do, and we have learned in the process throughout those 20 years, is what do we do with that when we identify the device as an OT device? What do we do in terms of network security, in terms of segmenting your traditional IT with what we call the OT, or as I call it, industrial security, because I'm that old. So for us, all that technology, we got the visibility. We give you the visibility so you can see what's coming in. Identify those assets. And as a business, make the decision as to what happens next once that device or that asset has been identified. Do we allow it? Do we monitor what it does? Any of the 4 fundamental functions of network security, right, or cybersecurity. We monitor it, we quarantine it, we block it, or we allow it. So those are things that we include, and this is centric to our operating system. And one of the things that you'll see is that for us, we exist in the physical world as an appliance, things that you see, like traditional firewall devices, access point switches, physical devices that you will have in a plant. We have the same capabilities in private cloud, the hypervisor of your choice, or the public cloud, to the question to one of our colleagues. So when we design, and we help you design a solution for your environment, you don't have to relearn that OS as you go from one environment to the other. It's important to have a cohesive user experience. So at that point, because we have a single operating environment, operating system, when you design a solution that ultimately might be computed in the cloud, you don't have to relearn it. We're a security company. Every single thing that we do, from routing and all that, is integrated in the operating system, including SD-WAN and features for remote access, SSL VPN, IPsec VPN, and such, application control, IPS, web filtering. All this is, together in one single operating system. So, you can conclude that every single thing that we do in this environment is secure. If we do SD-WAN, it's secure SD-WAN. If we do routing, it's secure by policy, because it's an integral part of our operating system. So yeah, we have the power with the technology. But on top of all that, we share our technology with others. We work well with others. We have over 400 partners, ecosystem partners, where we have relationships where it might be a bidirectional relationship where we exchange intelligence with that partner and they give us intelligence back. We're part of the Cyber Threat Alliance. As a matter of fact, we're one of the founding members of the Cyber Threat Alliance. So whatever we find, and we have found more zero-day threats than anybody in the business, we share it with the world. Why? Because to us, the important thing is, at the end, it's a safe environment and an efficient environment for you guys, for our clients. So as it is right now, one of the things that we see is one of the trends in the business is how much information, how much of what's happening on the industrial side, be it in transportation, manufacturing, energy, power generation, how much of that needs to be in IT? How much do they need to know? And what we see in the industry is that boundary is disappearing, or at least it's a lot grayer than it used to be before. It used to be black and white, but now that boundary is turning gray. There's more demands of the business in seeing the data that is generated from the bowels of the operation onto the IT side, and ultimately, for the cases that they go directly into the ERP, it goes to the cloud. Because a lot of us, say, you know what? I'm just going to outsource my ERP. Because why would I want to spend, millions and millions of dollars? Some people do, some people don't. However, we give you the ability to create a secure conduit from the operational environment all the way to the cloud. What does that look like to the customer? Exactly like everything else that they see every day. So to us, that's the important thing. Giving you that seamless environment, we take OT really seriously. So for us, in the last 5 years, and I can tell you, I've been in the company for 7 years, I have seen the transition where we see, I mean, all these concepts, all this knowledge that we have acquired, and go like hyper-focus in OT. As a matter of fact, our company, we predict that 10% of the company revenue is gonna come from OT this year. So this is not, I mean, I call it's not to be trifled or taken lightly. So we're taking a lot of time and a lot of effort in doing that. Anyway, my name is Carlos Sanchez. We're with Fortinet, and we have a booth over there. I don't even know what number it is, but stop by and talk to us. We'll be happy to talk to you.